welcome to my channel. You are watching my MerMay series where I am sketching a new mermaid every day this month of May, filming it and uploading it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So today is day 4, and the way that I am approaching this series is that I created a list of pattern prompts where each day has a different sort of pattern idea, and then I'm using those patterns to fill in a design on the mermaid's tail. So today's pattern prompt was plaid, and I think it turned out really well. I want to talk a little bit about the process. So I start by sketching using a chubby graphite pencil. This is one that I actually got from Art Snacks. It's Cran d'Ache. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a black wood, and it's just a normal HB pencil. The reason I sketch with chubby pencils is because I think it helps me kind of loosen up my hands. It's not as like tightly controlled as like a precise mechanical pencil line or sharpened pencil line. It's just really loose and sketchy, and it helps me be more gestural with my drawings. Don't know if that's actually the case, but that's sort of my thought process behind it. And I don't know, it's sort of a habit that I've fallen into that really works for me. And then after I do the pencils, I'm going right on top of that with a Pentel brush pen. Not the pocket brush pen, but the larger one that has a barrel full of ink and then a real nylon brush tip. And I love this pen. I use it for as much as I possibly can. It's my absolute favorite. One of my absolute favorite pens. And so I ink that up. Then I erase using a kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers are pretty much all the same, but this one happens to be a Faber-Castell. And then I begin coloring it in with Zig Clean Color Real Brush marker pens. And these are kind of similar to the Pentel brush tip because they also have real nylon bristles, and it functions the way a brush would if you had it filled with ink, I suppose. So those are sort of the tools and materials. To do the skin tone and the hair, I'm working with a Blick Studio marker, which is a Copic dupe, and this one is in the color 001 Camel. And I just like it for skin tone and hair. I think I'm going to continue using it for this entire series. I started with it on day 2, and I've just kind of continued it since then. And I think it really works just to kind of give a nice little wash of color without drawing too much attention to itself. And it's a nice kind of blend between like light skin and a little bit deeper of a skin tone. So it's a little bit ambiguous, which I appreciate. And those are the tools and the ways that I'm doing it. Let's see, when I was sketching this, as I've kind of struggled every day, I had some anatomy choices to make. It's really kind of tricky to figure out how you're going to pose your mermaid, I find, just because I don't know, it's just, I think the focus is on the arms because there's no legs or like clothing that you can really kind of distract things with. It's just a lot of like trying to figure out how to place those arms elegantly. So today she kind of has a hand on her chest and one just kind of like on her lap, and I don't know, kind of basic, but it works. And then I also had to figure out how I wanted to apply the plaid texture. And when I first sketched it, I had it sort of as a contour with the shape of her tail. I had the lines kind of curving where the tail would curve, but it looked a little too, I don't know, illustratory. It looked a little too, like I was trying to imply some realness to the mermaid by giving her that dimension. So I changed my mind and decided to do it completely flat and just kind of blocked it in as if like you dragged and dropped in that texture into the tail. And I think that gives it a more graphic quality. I think it makes it look flatter, which is something that I really enjoy. And it gives it more of that like sort of fashion edge that I'm trying to go for. I think, I don't know. So that was kind of my thought process. But yeah, not a lot to say about this drawing. I think it turned out okay. And I am really excited for tomorrow's drawing. So if you are still listening and watching, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this month. So that means like double videos on most of those days. So thanks so much for watching.